Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and good hot roastin' present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are exploring a deserted city on the planet Saturn. As they enter a room filled with precious gems, a stealthy figure slinks to the door and aims a ray gun at them.
Look out, Commander. He's got a ray gun. He's firing.
Quick, Hap, run down that passage. Keep going, Hap. He's right behind us.
It's dark in here. He won't be able to see us. Uh-oh. Commander, it's a dead-end passage. We're trapped.
We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The Forgotten City. It's the cereal of the future, the real space cereal. The cereal that's different from any other cereal in the universe. The cereal you see on Commander Corey's own breakfast table. Delicious Rice Chex, the cereal with a flavor like no other flavor in all the universe. Delicious Rice Chex. Crisp shredded rice, spun in that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. Delicious Rice Chex, a real space cereal. Gang, those bite-sized biscuits have space inside so they can fill up with milk or cream. Try Rice Chex today. The only bite-sized rice cereal in the universe. Rice Chex, the only official Space Patrol rice cereal, Rice Chex. The super cereal that helps to supercharge you. Rice Chex at your grocer's in the brand new red and white checkerboard package with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the magic space picture on the inside. Rice Chex, Rice Chex, Rice Chex, Rice Chex, Rice Chex. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, The Forgotten City. Buzz and Happy are flying low over the Cinder Mountains on the planet Saturn, searching for a trace of a meteorology specialist believed to have crashed in his atmosphere ship in the rugged region. So far, their spaceophone receiver has failed to pick up a signal from the automatic transmitter carried by the scientist, Byron Stearns.
Professor Stearns' transmitter must have finally conked out, Commander.
According to Space Control Saturn, we're very close to the point from which the signal came. Watch your viewscope, Hap. We may be able to spot the wreckage.
It must have been a pretty good crash to knock out that automatic transmitter.
Well, let's hope Stearns had time to get into a spacesuit. His ship's hull was smashed. He couldn't survive very long in this part of Saturn.
Well, what was it he was trying to tell Space Control just before the emergency transmitter cut on?
There was a lot of interference, Happy. Almost like a jamming signal, according to Space Control. The operator thought Stearns was telling him about sighting another atmosphere ship making close passes at him.
Stunting or on a lab ship?
If we can prove stunting was responsible for whatever happened to Professor Stearns, some pilot will be grounded permanently.
If he saw Professor Stearns was in trouble, he probably got away from this area as fast as he could. We may not be able to trail him.
We'll see. If that was the case, the pilot was further negligent in not notifying Space Control that the lab ship was in trouble. They'll just keep searching. The last signal from the professor's emergency transmitter tells us that his ship was grounded.
I hope he didn't end up in one of those narrow ravines.
There's a chance he might have landed on the other side of the mountain range. We'll round that peak and circle back.
Commander, am I having hallucinations?
What do you mean?
Well, I was sure we were 100 DUs from the nearest city, but isn't that an atmosphere shell way up there on that mountain?
It certainly is. And it's no hallucination. That's the dome of Rubeck.
Rubeck?
Yes, Rubeck, the forgotten city of Saturn.
Well, what's it doing out there in the Sindar range?
It was built centuries ago by one of Saturn's first space pioneers, a man named Lucian Rubeck. It's the last remaining privately owned city in the solar system.
It doesn't look very big by modern standards. Still, it's pretty impressive, stuck way up there in the mountains.
It's been deserted for nearly 100 years, Happy. Lucian Rubeck's descendants lived there for several generations, and they gradually drifted away to the largest cities on the planet.
The Forgotten City. I'd like to visit it sometime.
It's pretty interesting. I understand it may be reopened by the government as a museum or put to some other use. That is, if none of the surviving Rubeck family object.
Well, why should they object? They are using the place.
Technically, it's still their property. The government's legal staff has been trying to locate the Rubeck heirs, if any are still alive.
Space Control Saturn calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5. Space Control Saturn calling Commander Corey.
Corey here, go ahead.
Commander, a Space Patrol ship has located Professor Stearns.
Is he all right?
Oh, yes, sir. He was wearing a spacesuit and wandering around in the Vulcan range. dazed and shaken.
The Vulcan range. That's 100 DUs from the Sendar region.
Yes, sir. The automatic transmitter could have been out of adjustment.
I'm glad he's been found. Did he say how he crashed?
He wasn't able to give much information, Commander, and we haven't found the wreckage of his ship.
Where is he now?
He's being brought to Saturn City Hospital. He's under the care of a space surgeon in the patrol ship.
Withdraw all patrols except the squadron and the Vulcan range. They'll proceed with the search till Stern's ship is found.
Yes, Commander.
Corey out.
Well, that's rather strange, isn't it, sir?
About Stern showing up in the Vulcan range?
Yes, sir.
He was probably confused about his exact location. The important thing is he's safe.
Yeah, and very lucky. His best bet would have been to stay with the wrecked ship instead of wandering through the mountains.
We'll give Stearns a chance to recover from his ordeal before we question him. In the meantime, are you still curious about the Forgotten City?
Yes, sir.
Then get out our spacesuits. We'll land outside the dome and do a little investigating.
Here's the lock control switch.
Hey, that doesn't look so ancient.
It's Endurium. Just as shiny as if it had been installed yesterday.
I hope the power's still on.
We'll know in a minute. I'll open the switch housing. Let's see. Where's the inside control? Oh, here we are.
Well, so far, so good.
Now let's try the inner lock and go into Rubeck City.
Once you get inside the dome, this city really looks big.
100 years ago, Rubeck City was one of the most important settlements on Saturn, Happy.
Yeah, and now it's completely deserted.
Hap, check your atmosphere indicator.
Yes, sir. Say, that's funny. According to the indicator, the city's air is fit to breathe after 100 years.
And then we can open the faceplates of our helmets.
Say, the air is really fresh. How do you account for that, Commander?
Well, there are two explanations. The dome is so well constructed that none of the poisonous Saturn air has leaked in, or else the atmosphere washing plant is still in operation.
After 100 years?
Well, it wouldn't have to work very often. Everything inside the city's shell to use up the air.
Say, that's right. Smoking rockets, this is some city. Look at that tower up there.
Rubeck Tower. Lucian Rubeck designed it himself. He had his headquarters on the top floor.
And now Rubeck is a ghost city, completely deserted.
Yeah. Makes you realize how impermanent human beings are. Uh-oh.
What is it, sir? What'd you find?
A small bottle lying on the sidewalk.
Oh, probably thrown there by one of the last people to leave Rubeck.
It's a medicine bottle. Space sickness formula CH-12.
And whoever threw it there hasn't been troubled with space sickness for 100 years.
I'm not so sure. This is a new formula, Happy. Hasn't been on the market more than 6 months.
What?
Keep your eyes open, Hap. Evidently, Rubeck City isn't as deserted as we thought.
Come in.
Orlana. There are visitors in the city.
I know, Shefka. I've been watching them from the tower room. They're space patrolmen.
What are they doing here? We got to get rid of them.
Don't get excited, Shefka. By their casual attitude, they must think the city's deserted.
But no one ever comes here. They must know something.
If they suspected what we're using the city for, they'd have brought more men with them. Let them snoop around. It isn't likely they'll come up here.
But suppose Graken comes back while they're here.
I've contacted Graken by spaceophone. He'll keep away from the city until the space patrolmen leave.
Did he get rid of the lab ship pilot?
Yes. Turned him loose in the Vulcan Mountains. Pilot's already been picked up.
Suppose he tells them he was shut down near Rubeck.
Oh, he's in a very dazed, confused condition. Graken saw to that. Space Patrol will assume the pilot was mistaken. Besides, you removed all trace of the wreckage of his ship.
Yes, and I destroyed the automatic transmitter.
Then there's nothing to worry about.
But Orlana, the space patrolmen in the city...
I know why they're here. The government's getting ready to take over Rubeck.
We'll have to leave before they find the stolen jewels and space credits we hidden here.
They won't search the city when they find out I'm the great-great-granddaughter of Lucian Rubeck.
What? You are a descendant of Lucian Rubeck?
No, of course not. But I can convince the government I am. I'm having special documents forged in Saturn City right now. I'll be able to convince the most skeptical attorney that I'm really the only living legal heir to Rubeck City.
I hope so. But I still don't like the idea of those space patrolmen snooping around.
Let them snoop. And don't interfere, understand?
Hey, this is some building, Commander.
Yes, Happy. Rubeck spent a fortune on this one building alone.
Here's the elevator, sir. Shall we go up to the tower? We could get a real good look at the city from there.
Just a minute, Happy. Look at the carvings on this door. I'll bet anything Lucian Rubeck had this imported from the planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The looks of it, the door was taken from an ancient Oriental temple.
From a deserted city on Earth to a deserted city on Saturn.
It's a massive handle. You don't see metalwork of this kind anymore, Happy. I wonder where this door leads.
Commander, there's a light on in there.
It flashed on automatically when I opened the door. Let's have a look. We'll go up to the tower later.
Yes, sir. Say, this must have been Lucian Rubeck's treasure room.
It's amazing. Look at those gold and silver goblets and old-fashioned candlesticks.
And look, an ancient platinum electric lampstand.
I thought Rubeck's descendants had cleaned out everything of value from the city, but apparently I was wrong.
Imagine all this stuff sitting here for hundreds of years and with no lock on the door.
Hold on a minute, Happy. This object isn't 100 years old.
Why, it's a model spaceship, studded with jewels.
Yes, and a very recent model, too.
Look at it. Diamonds and rubies.
Happy, listen. I heard a sound at the door.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's out there.
Look out, Commander. There's a man with a ray gun.
Hold your fire. We're space patrolmen.
That's why I am shooting.
Quick, Happy, down this passage.
You aren't going to escape that way.
Keep going, Happy's right behind us. Yes, sir. It's dark in here. He won't be able to see us.
Commander, it's a dead-end passage. We're trapped.
That's right. You're trapped. And I'm going to wait right here and pick you off, one at a time.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Hi, gang. Captain Dick Tufeld speaking from the planet Earth. Doing a Man on the Street broadcast this morning. And to see what some of these kids here on Earth think about the 3 official Space Patrol breakfast cereals. Now, here's a sharp-looking lad. Say there, what'd you say the very first time you tried bite-sized wheat checks?
I said, mmm.
And here's another fine-looking chap. Son, what did you say the very first time you tried bite-sized rice checks?
I said...
And here's still another youngster. Tell me, what's your opinion of Instant Ralston, the hot super cereal made of rich whole wheat?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Try 'em yourself, gang. You'll say the very same thing.
Mm-hmm. Man, oh man, oh man.
Yes, get 'em today, boys and girls. Rice checks, wheat checks, good hot Ralston.
And remember, checks now have a brand new package with Buzz Courier Cadet Happy on the outside and the magic space picture on the inside.
And now back to Space Patrol and the adventure of a forgotten city. Buzz and Happy were searching for an atmosphere ship crashed in the Cinder Mountains of Saturn near the deserted city of Rubeck. After learning from Space Control that the missing pilot has been found 100 DUs away, Buzz and Happy decided to visit the deserted city. They entered the atmosphere shell without any trouble, but unknown to the space patrolman, Rubeck is being used by a woman named Orlana as a hideout for stolen jewels. While Buzz and Happy were examining a treasure room in the base of a tower, they were fired upon by Orlana's henchman, Shefka. Now Shefka has them cornered in a darkened passage and is waiting to shoot them with his ray gun.
Hap.
Yes, sir.
He can't see us. Lie down flat on the floor and then make a scuffling noise with your boots. When he fires at the place he thinks you are, I'll rush him.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to sneak up on me. I can hear every move you make. I warned you.
I'll take that ray gun. Have you got him, sir? No, stay down, Happy. He broke loose. After him, Hap.
Yes, sir.
There he goes through that door. He's locked that door on us. We're in a spot.
It's opening, sir.
After him, quickly.
He's in the elevator, Commander.
Come out of there.
Oh, he's going up to the tower.
We'll take the stairs. Come on, Happy.
Shefka, you fool. You blundering fool.
But they were in a treasure room at the base of the tower.
What if they were? I could have explained everything that's there. I'm going to have a difficult time now after your idiotic interference.
I'm sorry, Orlana. I only did what I thought was best.
Attacking space patrolmen. They'd never have known anyone was in the city if you'd obeyed my orders.
What are we going to do now?
I'll have to face them and make an explanation. They're probably searching the tower now.
If you get me another gun, I could still fight them off.
No. Get in the next room and contact Graken. Tell him to come in whether the Space Patrol ship's outside the shell or not.
I thought that...
You've done all the thinking you're going to do. From now on, just do what I tell you. If I can explain our presence here, I can explain Graken. If the Space Patrol's skeptical, well, Graken's a good man to have around.
Yes, Graken can handle them.
If you keep your mouth shut, we won't need Graken. Now go on, make that spaceophone call.
Yes, Orlana.
I'll go out and look for our visitor.
This is the top floor of the tower, sir.
Yeah. Now be careful, Happy. We'll search every room.
Wait till I get my hands on that character.
Hap, hold it. There's someone on the other side of that door.
Oh, there you are. I was hoping I'd find you.
We're looking for someone, too.
Oh, you mean Shefka, my assistant. He told me what happened. I'm terribly sorry.
Where is he? I want to talk to him.
Well, please step in here. He'll be right out.
Thanks. Come on, Happy.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Corey of the Space Patrol.
And I'm Orlana Rubeck.
Rubeck? Then you're related to the Lucian Rubeck who built this city.
Yes, that's right. He was my great-great-grandfather.
I was under the impression that the city was deserted.
Well, I came here a few months ago with a couple of servants. Shefka, the man who fired at you, has been with the family for years.
Does he always treat visitors so cordially?
Oh, really, I'm awfully sorry about that. Shefka has a great sense of loyalty. He thinks his chief duty is to protect me.
So why do you live here in this deserted city?
Well, I'm not surprised that you're curious, but the explanation's very simple. I'm writing a book about my family.
And you like to work in solitude, huh?
Yes, it's a great inspiration to work right here in Rubeck City, where so much of Saturn's history was made. And, too, there are many ancient records and family documents right at hand.
I see. I suppose that you can prove that you're a member of the Rubeck family.
Oh, naturally. I can refer you to some influential people in Saturn City.
Fine. Now, would you bring your servant out here, please?
Well, yes. I'll be only a moment.
Well, sir, what do you think?
I don't know. I guess writing a book is as good an explanation for being here as any. As a matter of fact, a book about the Rubecks would no doubt be very popular. But we'll see.
Hey, Commander, look at this plastic folder. It was on the desk.
Let me see it.
Looks like a official identification folder.
Happy, this is Byron Stern's ID folder.
What? The lab ship pilot?
Yes. He was found in the Vulcan Mountains. His identification folder is here in Rubeck City.
Wow. How could his...
She's coming back. Act as though nothing happened.
Oh, here he is, Commander. This is Shefka.
Commander Corey, please accept my apology. I was greatly in the wrong. I acted from a mistaken sense of duty.
If you thought we were intruders, there'd be some excuse, but have you forgotten that you seemed to accept the fact that we were space patrolmen at the time?
Well, I acted on impulse, Commander. Again, I am sorry.
All right, Shefka. Miss Rubeck.
Yes, Commander.
I was just telling Cadet Happy that a book on the Rubeck family ought to be very popular.
Well, I hope so, Commander.
I'd like to look over the first few chapters of your manuscript.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm merely in the note-gathering stage right now. There's really nothing down in manuscript form that anyone could read but myself.
I see. Then would you show me around the tower? I imagine you must have a lot of family curios.
Well, is this an official search, Commander?
No, I don't have a warrant, but if you object to an informal tour...
Oh, no, not at all. Shefka and I'll be delighted to show you around.
Judging by a few items Happy and I saw down below, this ought to be very interesting.
Well, I think you've seen just about every room in the tower, Commander.
How about that room over there?
Oh, that's just a closet for cleaning supplies.
Would you mind opening it?
Well, really, Commander,
Or I could come back with a warrant and a squad of patrolmen.
Very well, if you insist. But there's really nothing in there. Unlock it, Shefka.
But Orlana...
Open it, Shefka.
All right.
Wow.
Well, some real old family heirlooms. Stacks of space credits.
And brand new.
All that money in a closet for cleaning supplies?
I suppose it is rather odd. But then here in this deserted city, one place is as good as another.
I'd like to ask you something, Miss Rubeck. How do you happen to have an identification holder belonging to a space patrol scientist named Byron Stearns?
Byron Stearns? I don't understand.
Stearns was reported in trouble in this area, then was rescued in the Vulcan Mountain region. I'm waiting for an explanation, Miss Rubeck.
Graken, get them.
Yes, Orlana.
Look out, Commander!
That takes care of the big one. Now for you, my smaller friend.
Take your big mitt off me.
Quit struggling or I'll break your arm.
Ow!
That's better.
I'll help you, Graken.
Get away, Shepka. I can handle them.
You got here just in time, Graken.
What are they doing here?
They just wandered in, but they know about that lab ship pilot. They found his identification folder.
Then we'd better take care of them for good.
I don't want any slip-ups this time, Graken.
You better let me take care of it. He fumbled the last one.
Don't listen to him, Alana. I can fix them. Hold still, Cadet.
Ow! Oh, my shoulder.
You'd better hold still. Graken's capable of breaking you in two.
Yeah. And Shefka, too, if he doesn't keep his mouth shut.
That's enough of that, Graken. I need both of you.
You see, you big Venus buffalo.
Shefka,
Stop that bickering. Watch those two space patrolmen.
It's Graken's fault we're in this mess. He left the lab ship's pilot's folder in your office.
That's enough of that, Shefka. If it hadn't been for your stupid behavior, these men would never have known we were here.
Well, what did he do, Alana?
Doesn't matter. Just hold on to that cadet.
Hold still, Cadet, or I'll fix you like I did the other fellow.
The other fellow is Commander Corey, the commander-in-chief of the Space Patrol.
Oh? What do you think of that? I have knocked out the great Commander Corey.
That's just fine, Graken. But I've got more work for you to do.
Oh, yes.
You and Shefka get rid of the commander's ship. Shefka, take the ship far away from here and hide it securely. Graken, you'll take my ship and bring Shefka back.
Very well.
But first, we've got to dispose of Corey and the cadet. I don't want any trace of them in case Rubeck City's searched by the Space Patrol. There's a room in the sub-basement of the tower. Seal them in there, Graken. The room behind the stairs.
Yes.
And make sure you seal the door up completely. I don't want anyone to suspect that there's even a room there.
You leave it to me, Orlana.
Shefka, you help Graken take these two down to the sub-basement.
Yes, Orlana. All right, go ahead, Graken.
Orlana, what did Shefka do while I was gone? To bring the space patrolman here, huh?
You just follow my orders, Graken. And Shefka, don't stand there with that smug look on your face. Both of you report to me when you're ready to hide the commander.
Commander.
Yes, Happy.
We've got to do something quick.
Where are we?
In a room in the sub-basement of the tower. Orlana has one of her men sealing us up in here. Then they're going to get rid of our spaceship so nobody will come looking for it. That big bruiser is out there. See, you can see him through the window.
Is there anything in this room we can use as a weapon?
No, sir, I've checked. All there is, there's some old books and filing cases. There's Graken grinning in here at us. He's getting ready to seal over the window.
He's a monster of a man.
He certainly is. He carried me down here under one arm. What are we going to do, sir?
Well, if we only get him to open the door for a moment. But whatever we do, we've got to do it quickly.
I don't see what we can do, sir. The door's locked and practically sealed. And when Graken and Shefka get rid of Terra 5, nobody will ever even come down here looking for us.
Where is Shefka?
Up on the surface level, I think, waiting for Graken. I don't think those two like each other. They both seem to go out of their way to make the other look stupid in front of Orlana.
Well, they do, huh?
Yeah, Graken kept asking questions about what went on while he was away. I got the impression he wasn't very smart, but he's awfully inquisitive.
And suspicious, perhaps. We'll see how curious he really is. Let's go to work on those books and filing cabinets, Happy.
Huh?
You take the files, act as though you've found something about Graken, point at him, pretend we've found some information about him.
Oh, I get it. As though Orlana had a secret file on her henchman here at Rubeck.
That's the idea. If we can arouse Graken's curiosity, we might have a chance to get out of here. Is he watching us, Happy?
He sure is. He stopped cementing up the door, and he's gawking in through the window.
Point at him again, laugh. As though we had a great joke on him. It doesn't matter what you say, point at the files, too.
Yes, sir. Hey, what a dope this Graken is. You know, he's just about dumb enough to tear down that concrete and open the door and find out what we're doing in here.
Keep it up, Happy. We've got him going.
Yeah. Hey, look at that big, dumb face. He's just aching to know what we found in here in the files, Commander. Commander, I think he's going to open the door.
All right. Ignore him for a moment. Act very interested in the files.
Here he comes.
Hey, what have you got in there?
Nothing.
Oh, don't try to fool me. I've been watching you through the door. What does it say about me in files?
Why would there be anything about you in here, Graken?
There's something in there, I know it. Some lies Shefka told Alana. Oh, sure. That's it. Shefka's up there now laughing at me. He figures he's tricked me into sealing up evidence against myself, right where he can get his hands on it when he needs it.
Graken, there's nothing in these files about you.
Get out of the way. You can't fool Corey.
Well, I guess that's right.
Corey, you can't.
Got him, Commander?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, right, hold me, will you? Now, Corey.
No, now you, Graken. Happy.
Yes, sir. Hey, Commander, you knocked Graken cold.
Yeah. Let's get out of here before he comes to.
Shefka, hasn't Graken finished sealing up that room yet?
No, Orlana, but I could have done it in half the time.
That clumsy oaf. We've got to get Corey's ship away from Rubeck City right away.
While Graken and I are gone, you might hide the stolen money and jewels just in case the Space Patrol squad comes here.
It's a good idea. We won't take any chances. Go down to the sub-basement and see what's taking Graken so long.
I'm afraid that Graken got a little too curious, Alana.
Corey! Shefka, do something!
Come back here, Shifka boy.
Get him, Happy.
Let go of me.
Come on, Shifka. I've got him, Commander.
Take Shefka's ray gun. Go down and bring Graken up here.
Yes, sir. Oh, Commander, while I'm down there, shall I bring up some of those files?
What for?
Well, sir, I just thought that Orlana might really decide to write a book about Rubeck, because, well, after all, now she's going to have plenty of time on her hands. Ah!
A preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure follows in just a moment. It's a fire. A 4-alarm blaze on Terra. But hey, what's the matter with that atomic fire-controlled jet car? Oh, too bad. It's trying to get along on ordinary fuel. But wait, that fire control officer's filling the tank up with super fuel. Wow! Listen to that fire-controlled jet car go now. It's supercharged, that's what. Supercharged with super fuel. Yes, sir, boys and girls. To really get going, the answer is super fuel. That's why Buzz Corey eats a good breakfast with the super cereals that help to supercharge you. Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. Ah, there's a couple of really swell-tasting cereals. And both of them have that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So, gang, get a quick start in the morning like Buzz Corey does. Eat a good breakfast with a checkerboard super cereal and get supercharged. Get them today. Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. The grand new packages with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the magic space picture on the inside. And now, an exciting action preview of next week's Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are searching for a saboteur in the vat room of a plastics factory on Jupiter. Cautiously, they duck under pipes of hot gas feeding into the vats.
All right, Happy. Keep your ray gun ready.
Yes, sir. Ow. Drover was right about these pipes being hot.
Be careful. I'll get behind this one. Let's try number...
Wow. What was that?
One of the pipes has exploded. Blew a valve, probably.
Smoke and rockets feel that heat.
Happy, come on. We gotta get out of here.
My throat, I can't breathe.
It's the gas from the broken pipe. That gas is poison.
Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Vanishing Lake, when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and good hot Ralston again bring you Space Patrol! Special bulletin for boys and girls in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and Knoxville, Tennessee. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Glenn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Bela Kovac, Ken Mayer, Virginia Hewitt, and Stephen Robertson. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and good hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol. High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are in a magnetic tunnel car. A tunnel car in a mine shaft deep below the surface of the planet Venus. As they rise toward ground level, Happy prepares the weapons they hope will enable them to rescue Tonga from two criminals.
2 ray guns each. That ought to be enough.
We'll have to be careful. We can't give them a chance to harm Tonga.
It'll be dark in an hour or so. Then we can sneak up on them. What was that?
An explosion. Dratcher has blown up the entrance to the tunnel.
We're sealed in.
Oh, brace yourself. Our tunnel car is going to crash.
We'll be back in just a moment with today's Space Patrol story, The Caverns of Venus.
Space Patrol!
A cyclone? Just Johnny Jones rushing out the door to the grocery. Gang, he just heard there's a swell surprise inside of every new package of checks.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Johnny's found the surprise.
A magic space picture. Wowee.
Wowee is right. Gang, with a magic space picture, you can have the time of your life. First, you stare at the mysterious picture. What is it? Who is it? It's hard to tell. But then you look up at the sky or at a wall, and suddenly...
Jumping Jupiter. I can see a flying saucer in the sky. Gosh, this picture really is magic.
Magic, and how? Why, with magic space pictures, you can see all kinds of objects floating in space. Objects so big and clear, you'll think they're real. Flying saucer, rocket ship, planet Saturn, Buzz Corey, Cadet Happy. These are just a few of the magic space pictures. Altogether, there are 24, all different, and you get one inside of every new package of checks. So start collecting the whole set of 24 magic space pictures today. Look for the packages of rice checks and wheat checks with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the magic space picture on the inside. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, The Caverns of Venus. Buzz Corey and Cadet Happy, aboard their space battle cruiser Terra 5, are en route to the planet Mars to see Tonga, who's been in the Mars capital, Lowell City, for several weeks. Under orders from Major Robertson, she's been investigating repeated disappearances of critical materials from government and private manufacturing plants. At this moment, the commander is briefing Happy on their procedure for contacting Tonga.
Tonga's code message didn't give us much information, Happy. However, she seems to have uncovered a clue on how the robberies are being committed.
Where do we meet her, Commander?
There's a small science library on a side street in Lowell City. It's used by engineers and other technical workers. At 1700 hours Universal Star Time, Tonga will be in the number 4 microfilm projection room.
Well, sounds like a nice, quiet place. I'm really anxious to hear what Tonga's found.
We'll know in an hour or so, Happy. Contact Lowell City Space Control for landing procedure.
Right, sir. Cadet Happy aboard Terra 5 calling Space Control, Lowell City, Mars. Cadet Happy aboard Terra 5 calling Space Control, Lowell City.
Here we are, Dratcher. This is her apartment.
Try the door.
It's locked.
Here. This electronic key will open it. We'll have to work fast. She may come back any minute. Close the door. Okay, Wharton, get busy. Look through the desk. I'll search these built-in drawers.
Okay. Well, personally, I don't think the girl's a Space Patrol agent at all.
Oh, you don't, eh? Well, she's only been working at the electronics plant for 3 weeks, and she wanders all over the factory, into every section.
That's just a gadabout. You know how some women are. Maybe she's just ambitious. Wants to advance.
Well, she's too ambitious to suit me. Here. Look at this.
What is it?
Notes on various employees at the plant. Just listen to this. Hastings frequently last to leave his section after work. Drives expensive service car.
Maybe she's got a crush on Hastings. Anyway, let her watch him. Hastings isn't one of our men.
And here's a sketch of the shipping room and a schedule of the departure time.
Well, there still isn't much to worry about. She can't find out how we operate.
Maybe not. But I will have to watch her from now on. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at this.
That's just a pill.
Yeah? Well, look at it closely.
One of the Amnesia-Dream pills.
That's right.
We better take it before she has it analyzed.
How do we know this is the only one she has? If she finds out there is chemical in these tablets which will give a person a partial lapse of memory.
She'll know how we smuggle things out of the factory.
We can't take any more chances. Find her, trail her. And the first chance we get, we'll fix her so she won't cause any trouble.
Now, projection room 4, Dratcher. The microfilm projector's running.
Yeah, I hear it. She must have the lights off if she's running the machine.
I know where the switch is.
Good. Open the door and turn the lights on quickly.
Come in, come... Oh, I'm sorry. This room is in use.
Yeah, we know. Shut the door, Wharton. I'll turn off this projector.
What's the meaning of this? Get out of here right away or call the attendant.
The attendant is locked in the cloakroom. There's no one else in the library.
I don't know who you are, but I've seen this other man at the factory. I'll report him to the superintendent.
You won't report anything to anybody. You've done your last bit of spying.
What are you talking about?
What are you holding behind your back? Come on. Let's have a look. Here, hold it.
Let go of me.
It's an envelope. Addressed to Commander Corey of the Space Patrol.
What's in it, Dratcher?
A copy of the papers we found in her apartment. In the security department, chemist's report on the anti-radiation pills. He's listed 2 grains of amnesidrin among the ingredients. His comment is, enough to cause temporary and partial lapse of memory for a period of 1 hour.
Oh, lucky we followed her here.
Come on. We'll take her out to the back door to our surf car.
Why not finish her off here?
It's not a bad idea. There's nobody in the building.
Take your hands off me.
There's no use struggling, sister. All right, let's go, O'Hara. It's Corey. Get him. If he's laid on Morton, I'll get him with this chair.
Commander, look out!
It's out cold. Now let's finish them both.
No. Corey may have somebody outside. Get those papers and let's get out of here through the back door.
Right.
Commander. Commander.
Now we've got to stop them.
Commander, somebody locked the attendant in. Tonga, what's happened?
2 men knocked the commander out. They ran out the rear door.
Are you all right, Commander?
Yes.
They took the evidence I had for you.
We'll get more. Meanwhile, we know who we're after. Let's get to Lowell City headquarters and send out an alarm. We'll put guards at the spaceport. And this fellow Wharton worked at the electronics plant, huh?
That's right, Commander. Dratcher I'd never seen before. Oh, it's the intercom.
I'll get it. Colonel Carter's office. Commander Corey here. Oh, I'll take the message. I see. Well, good work, Major. Thanks. That was Major Blake. He's making a complete check of the electronics plant. The employees you mentioned will be brought in for questioning.
I'm afraid that won't do much good, Commander.
Oh, yes, the amnesidrin. As Dr. Ryan explained it to me, the amnesidrin doesn't interfere with a person's ability to carry out routine tasks. If he's told to do some apparently harmless act, he'll do it. But an hour or so later, he'll have forgotten it.
Well, then it's no wonder Dratcher and Wharton's gang could get away with thousands of credits worth of equipment and materials. They had perfectly honest people doing their dirty work.
Why did you suspect the pills in the first place, Tonga?
Well, it took a lot of little incidents before I really got to wondering. Once I misplaced a test meter. One of the girls said I put it on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
I was certain I hadn't. But there it was. I had no recollection of putting it there. Later, I noticed other people forgetting things. All of a sudden, it occurred to me that in every case, we'd been given an anti-radiation tablet.
Commander,
Oh, yes, Happy.
the duty officer just got a report from the captain of the spaceport guards.
About Dratcher and Wharton?
Well, no, sir, at least not directly. But they've traced some stolen equipment to a small robot cargo ship at the port.
Have the guards removed the equipment?
No, sir, they're standing by for orders.
Oh, that's a break. Now maybe we can find out how Dratcher and Wharton dispose of these stolen supplies.
How, Commander?
We're going to put a miniature spaceophone tracer transmitter in that ship. By keeping spaceophone fixes on it, you'll know where it is from the minute it blasts off till it lands. Come on, Happy, let's get to the spaceport.
Well, there's no one around the ship, sir.
Okay, Hap, let's get aboard quickly.
It's dark enough at this part of the field.
Don't flash your atomo light, Happy. One of Dratcher's gang may be watching. Got the transmitter?
Right here, sir.
Come on.
Maybe they won't take a chance of blasting off this robot ship, Commander.
I think they will. I want to get this evidence out of the way. Open the hatch, Happy. Now, wait till I close the hatch before you turn on your atomo light.
Yes, sir. Well, we put the tracer transmitter, sir.
Up in the control compartment. We'll conceal it just in case someone comes aboard before blast-off.
They must not be planning to blast off right away. Space Control Tower hasn't been notified.
Let's take a look at this cargo section, Happy. I'd like to see what's in here so we can identify it later.
All right, Commander.
Shine your light around.
Wow. This hold is really loaded.
Look at this stuff. There's a fortune in equipment in here.
And stolen by people who didn't even realize what they were doing.
Whoever loaded this robot ship knew what they were doing all right.
Hey, how did that passageway door close?
Slam. Open it, Happy, and prop it open until we finish inspecting this hold.
It's stuck.
Here, I'll give you a hand. It's locked.
Somebody slammed it on us. I didn't hear anybody out there.
We have tripped an automatic mechanism, electronic beam.
Well, how are we going to get out?
Hey, Commander, hang on. The ship's blasting off.
It's as though we'll find out where the ship's going sooner than we expected. You're lucky we got that tracer transmitter.
Yeah.
You could send a distress signal. Turn it on, Happy.
Sir, I haven't got the transmitter.
What?
I left it in the forward compartment, and it isn't even turned on.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. How does he do it, gang? He sees flying saucers in the sky. He sees a robot man on the wall. He sees the planet Saturn floating in the clouds.
You bet I do. And sometimes, up there in space, I see a rocket ship or a speeding jet car.
Gang, how does he do it? What magic power does this boy have?
No magic power to it. Magic space pictures. That's my secret.
Yes, sir, gang, that's the secret. Magic space pictures. And with these wonderful pictures, you can see flying saucers and robot men in the sky, too. You can even see pictures of Tonga in the sky and Mae Robertson and Carol. Pictures so big and clear, they practically look real.
It's fun, gang, and it's easy. You just stare at the magic space picture, look up into the sky, and zowie! The magic goes to work. There in the sky, you see the magic space picture, real big and real clear.
There are 24 different magic space pictures, and you get one inside of every new package of checks. So start collecting these wonderful magic space pictures now.
Swap them with your pals. Be the first one in your gang to have the whole set of 24.
Just get the new packages of rice checks and wheat checks with Buzz Corey and Cadet Happy on outside and the amazing magic space picture on the inside. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, the Caverns of Venus. Buzz and Happy entered a robot spaceship at a Lowell City spaceport on the planet Mars to install a tracer spaceophone transmitter. In this way, Buzz hoped to learn the destination of the ship being used by a gang of thieves to transport stolen equipment. But Happy left the transmitter outside a cargo hold. While they were inspecting the stolen loot, the door slammed shut, locking them in the hold. Then the robot ship blasted off, leaving the unwilling passengers with no way to summon help. For hours now, Buzz and Happy have been trying vainly to force open the heavy metal door.
Happy, notice the deceleration?
Yes, sir. And we're going to land. It's about time. We must be nearly to Pluto.
It hasn't been as long as it seems, Happy.
That's a bad break, my leaving the transmitter outside the hold. I've gotten us into a fine mess.
Oh, it wasn't your fault the door slammed shut.
But, sir, nobody knows where we are. We don't even know.
Well, we know this much. When that door opens, we're going to be in for a nice battle with whoever is going to unload this stuff.
Commander, I just thought of something. What if we land on a moon without air? The men will be wearing spacesuits and we'll be finished.
But if there is an atmosphere, we stand a fighting chance. Get your ray gun ready, Hap. The ship's landing.
Commander, aren't they going to open that door? We've been sitting here for an hour.
Maybe they just wanted to get the ship off Mars.
Yeah, and just leave it sit here on, well, wherever we are.
It's not a very cheerful thought, but it's a possibility.
Sir, we can't stand this much longer. The oxygen must be just about all gone as it is. I'll get kind of sleepy.
I'll try to stay awake, Hap. When that door opens, we've got to be ready to give a good account of ourselves.
Sure. I'll do my best. I'm awful sleepy, but I don't...
Happy. Happy, wake up. Hap, don't go to...
Now, isn't that touching? Both of them sound asleep.
Yeah, their ray guns in their hands. It's lucky I forced the sleeping gas under the door.
Now, what do we do with them?
We'll take them to the stone house and lock them up. When they wake, we'll find out how much the Space Patrol knows about us.
Then what?
We'll wait to see if this robot ship has been trailed. If not, we'll know we're safe here on Venus.
If the ship were being followed, whoever it was would be here by now.
Let's play it safe. If we're cut, I want to produce Corey alive. I'll carry Corey. You take the cadet.
Okay, gotcha. That's heavier than he looked.
Corey's no lightweight either. All right, let's get going. What was that?
I guess I kicked one of their lights, rolled over there somewhere in the dark.
Take it easy going down that ladder. Come on, Corey, wake up.
You two cadets have had a nice long nap. Snap out of it.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Leave him alone.
So Corey's awake. Now we can talk.
Dratcher and Wharton.
That's right. Our meeting in the library on Mars was somewhat brief, but I see you managed to catch our names.
Too bad that girl spy of yours isn't along, Corey. This would make a nice reunion.
She's back in Lowell City getting information on you guys that'll fix your rockets for good.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Now tell us, what information does she have? Come on, let's have it.
Corey, you and the cadet better speak up. You're a long way from help. Where are we? You're on Venus. A very rugged, remote part of Venus. Well, that tells us a lot.
Well, it doesn't matter. But since you're so curious, do you know the Gorbeton Mountain region?
Yes.
You're right in the heart of that range, near the old tungsten mine.
This is your chief hideout, I suppose. Now, it's more than that. This rock house is only a part of our merchandising venture.
Yeah, quite a bit of it is underground. We got thousands upon thousands of credits worth of equipment stored away in the lower levels of the mine shaft.
And enough food and water to last us for years, along with a supply of weapons. All set to stand a siege, huh?
If necessary. However, I don't think that situation will arise. You see, Wharton and I are the only ones who know you're here.
How did you get off Mars? You weren't in the robot ship, were you?
No. We managed to get a ship belonging to a member of my organization. We controlled the robot ship from there.
One of our men saw you get aboard and spacephoned us the information.
Mm-hmm. Now that we've been so free with our information, suppose you tell us...
Listen.
What?
Thought I heard a spaceship.
I don't hear anything.
Guess I'm getting jumpy.
Yeah. All right, Corey. Just what information does the Space Patrol have about Wharton and me?
You're wasting your time, Dratcher.
I have plenty of time. Sorry I can't say the same for you. Perhaps a few hours or days without food and water will loosen your tongue. Come on, Wharton. Let's leave our guests alone for a while. Lock the door as we leave.
Gee, sir, I'm sure hungry.
Try not to think about it, Happy.
Yes, sir. I wish there was some way to break out of this place. The walls are a foot thick.
If I could be sure where Dratcher and Wharton are, we might try the window.
We better do it before we get too weak.
Polaroid glass won't break.
We could pry the lock loose, but there's nothing to pry with. I've looked. There's not even anything under the bed, if and call that hunk of junk a bed.
The bed. That's it.
Huh? Well, how can we pry it with a bed?
It's got a steel frame, Happy. If we can work the bolts loose, we can use one side of the frame as a crowbar.
That's great, Commander.
Let's get to work. It's going to be a tight squeeze getting through the window, but as soon as you hit the ground, head for Dratcher's spaceship.
Right, sir. Well, at least we've got one break. Hey, these bolts are loose. Looks like we won't have any trouble with this.
Now, Corey may not be ready to talk yet, but I'll bet that cadet's getting mighty hungry.
What you ought to do is separate them. We could probably work on the cadet if the commander wasn't there to bolster his courage.
You may have something, Wharton. It's worth a try. We'll go to the stone house and take the cadet out to our shack.
I got you. Look, they're out. They're running for your ship.
Quick, head them off.
Hurry, Happy. Into the ship.
They're cutting us off. They've got ray guns, too, sir.
Head the other way, toward the mountain.
Yes, sir.
We'll hide till it's dark.
Let him go. Why waste our breath running? What are we going to do out there in the mountains? There's no food or water.
You're right, Dratcher. They'll come crawling back in a few hours.
Well, if they don't, we just saved ourselves a nasty job.
We've got to keep watching those spaceships, though.
Yeah, we'll take turns. Wharton, just keep walking and don't turn your head.
What's the matter?
You did hear a spaceship after all. That fool girl has come here.
What?
Yeah. She's hiding around the corner of the shack.
See what I'm...
Yeah. Ray gun. Pretend we're going to walk right past the shack.
I get you.
Okay. So, why should we take 10,000 credits now when we can get twice that much by waiting a few weeks?
Huh? Oh, yeah, Dratcher. But on the other hand, we could use a little ready cash.
Well, I'm not saying we can, but... take the ray gun, miss.
Oh, please.
We said drop it. Hold still and you won't get hurt.
You made a very bad mistake by coming here, Tonga.
What have you done with Commander Corey and Happy?
They aren't around right now. But I think they'll be back before long. When they get a look at our new visitor.
I guess they aren't coming after us.
No. We'll wait till dark, then try to surprise them. Let's rest a minute.
They're standing down there by the shack. I can... Hey, Commander, looks like there's somebody with them. Smoking rockets, Commander. It's Tonga. How did she get here? You just pop out of the ground?
Wharton did hear a spaceship after all. She must have landed on the other side of the mountain.
We can't leave Tonga with those two rats. What do we do now?
Wait a minute. Dratcher said there were food and weapons down in the mine shafts.
Hey, that's right.
There must be an opening up there. A few hundred yards. Come on.
We're in luck. A tunnel car. But it looks like there's no power.
It's a magnetic car with a self-contained power unit. You can zip down the shaft and come back with food and ray guns. Get in, Hap.
Hey, this thing's just like a miniature spaceship.
Only much simpler to operate. Shut the door and shove off. Here we go.
I locked the controls of the robot ship and my space cruiser, Tonga, in case Corey and the cadet try to pull a fast one.
They'll find a way to get you.
Yeah? Well, I found something, too, in the robot ship. This miniature spaceophone transmitter. So that's how you traced us here.
Not entirely. When the commander and Happy didn't come back from the Lowell City spaceport, I blasted off on the trajectory that Space Control said the robot ship was on. I didn't hear the tracer signal until the robot ship had landed.
What? Wharton must have kicked it on when he dragged the cadet out of the ship.
Dratcher, we got a problem.
Wharton, I told you to go over the mountains and smash the controls of Tonga's ship so Corey can blast off.
He's not going over the mountain. He's going under it. Corey and Cadet have gone down in the mine shaft.
What?
They've taken the tunnel car. They'll be back up here in a few minutes with weapons of their own.
We got to stop them.
How can we?
Get some cosmic detonators and close up the opening.
No, you can't do that.
I'll watch the girl. Hurry. Blast that tunnel lantern.
Two ray guns apiece. That ought to be enough.
We'll wait till dark, then sneak up on them.
There's the entrance up ahead. What was that? Hey, Commander, look out, up ahead. Stop!
The tunnel's caved in. Brace yourself. We're going to crash.
Wow.
Are you all right, Happy?
I just bumped my head a little, but I'm okay.
Yeah, they've blown up the tunnel entrance. There are tons of rock between us and the surface.
How are we going to get out?
Get out of the tunnel car, Happy. Bring your atomo light. Hey, shine your light over there. Seems to be a small side passage this side of the cave-in.
That's funny. I didn't notice that passageway when we came in.
Let's have a look.
You can't leave them down there in that shaft. You can't.
And just how would you suggest we go about getting them out?
You'll pay for this.
Watch the girl.
No, you don't.
I'll fix both of you.
Oh, you will, huh?
Tie her up. We can't watch her all the time.
All right, Dratcher, Wharton.
Call him up. Look out, Commander.
Take care of Wharton, Happy.
Well, Wharton won't bother us for a while, Commander.
That's enough, Corey.
Get up. Got the guns, Happy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander and Happy. I thought they had you sealed in the mine.
We found a passage leading to a small opening several hundred yards up the slope.
Another opening. I didn't know there was one.
The explosion must have opened up an old passageway in the mine.
Yeah, that just shows you, Dratcher. You don't know your own mind.
We'll be back in just a moment with a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes, sir, gang, there's 24 different Magic Space Pictures. And Buzz Corey wants you to have all of them, just like real Space Patrollers do.
There's 3 of Buzz Corey, and they're all different.
There's 2 of Cadet Happy.
And 2 of Tonga.
There's a Magic Space picture of Buzz Corey's insignia.
And the Space Patrol badge.
There's a space liner pilot.
A picture of Major Robertson.
A jet car.
A flying saucer.
A rocket ship.
The planet Saturn.
A space pirate.
The Deadly Iron Fist.
And all kinds of other Magic Space pictures.
They work real easy, gang. First, you stare at the mysterious picture.
What is it? Who is it? You can't tell.
Then, you look up at the sky, or at a wall.
And hocus pocus, the magic goes to work. You see a giant space picture floating in the sky.
And it's so big and clear, it almost looks like the real object or person. Fun, man oh man.
So, gang, start now. Collect all 24 of the Magic Space Pictures. There's only one place to get them, and that's inside of every new package of checks. So look for the new packages of rice checks and wheat checks with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the swell Magic Space Picture on the inside. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are exploring a deserted city on the planet Saturn. As they enter a room filled with precious gems, a stealthy figure slinks to the door and aims a ray gun at them.
Look out, Commander. He's got a ray gun. He's firing.
Quick, Cap, run down that passage. Keep going. He's right behind us. It's dark in here. He won't be able to see us.
Uh-oh. Commander, it's a dead-end passage. We're trapped.
Be sure to be with us next Saturday for the exciting story, The Forgotten City, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again bring you Space Patrol!
Boys and girls, this is your commander with a vital message. Answer the call of the helpless by giving like a real space patroller to the 1953 American Red Cross Fund.
Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Glenn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Nina Berra, Bela Kovac, Ken Mayer, and Stephen Robertson. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This transcribed program came to you from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.